you have noticed, I have finally tracked down some great music for the cast. It's a little ditty called "Morning Coffee" by Manolo Camp. Their credits at the end of the video. I love the Creative Commons. I'm a big supporter in the Creative Commons. In fact, even my comic is part of the Creative Commons. So if you want to take my comic and share it around, just tell them where you found it from. I'm cool with that. Which, of course, is kind of ironic because I'm trying to get money to print a book so people can pay for the content. But then again, that's just kind of supporting the artist. It's not really, well, I mean, some people like reading stuff like that. It has been a crazy week. I'm totally sorry that this um, podcast is, well, let's face it, a day late. I got a bunch of illustration jobs, and then they all kind of fell through. And so I had a few more illustration jobs that are sort of in progress, as well as web design, which I'm not bad at, but let's face it, it's not my favorite thing to do, and it kind of takes a lot of time. Also, my student loans are kind of coming due. So I have to get a hold of all the loan people and tell them, hey, can you give me 6 more months? I'm still kind of not making enough money. I'm making okay, like I can survive, but not enough to print a book. Hint, hint. And all that. What else? Oh, yesterday and the day before, I had this huge, unexpected spike in my traffic for the website Eds3, which indicates to me that I've got a new fan, or maybe two or three. Because what happens is someone stumbles across the site, they realize how much they love it, and they go through the entire archives, all like 1,000+ entries, and then they tell their friends, and their friends go through the archives, and that's the best kind of marketing. Like, I put this out there for people to enjoy, and if people are enjoying it, hey, that's fantastic. That's what I love to do. And so, hey, if you want to tell all your friends to come on out to Eds or Us, sounds good to me. As usual, instead of filming this in the morning, I'm filming this in the evening. I actually have light, though. See, I have light and music. I'm moving up in the world. There's also this whole new diet thing I'm on. Yeah, 2 weeks of like no sugar, no starch, a lot of lean protein, a lot of stuff like that. In fact, even this, I have some horrible, horrible news. This coffee, which you can't see or else I'm going to pour it all out. It's decaf. Yeah, I can't have any caffeine for 2 weeks. Next podcast, I'm probably going to end up sleeping through it. Or I'm going to be a very angry individual. Just for 2 weeks. Then I'll be back to my old cheerful self. And all this other insanity and whatnot going on. I guess I'm really kind of lucky because people don't come to see this. They don't come to see some schmuck with his coffee and his t-shirt, and which might soon no longer be for sale. I'm thinking of closing my cafe press store and eventually launching a new store once the book's up. To do that, the book needs to be up. But let's face it, that has to happen. Anyways, I'm just glad people are coming to the site for the comic. That's really what I do, and that's what I do best. And if I fall behind on all these other things, like a lot of this busyness is because I've fallen behind on stuff. And I fall behind on it because I'm working on what I love, and that's the comic. So, yeah. Also, I just want to say that the Valentine's Day storyline that I'm working on right now, wow, it's really starting to come together. I'm trying to up my writing techniques. I'm trying to follow Drew Carey's advice. Not personal advice. I don't know Drew Carey personally, but I heard him say that one of the keys to unlocking sort of that comedic writing element is to sit down and write 10 jokes a day. So I've got my little notebook. But this is now my joke book. So every day I'm going to write 10 jokes in there. There's one in it. One joke. That's all I got so far. It's a work in progress, really. But what that hopefully means is the comic itself will get funnier. I may get funnier. As usual, at the end of this project, I'm rambling. So let's hit the outro music. Thank you. I want to thank everyone who's supported me so far. And I want to thank everyone who's going to support me in the future. Ed's R Us Book 1, Morning People, is in pre-orders right now. The whole reason I'm doing this. And yeah, so go to Indiegogo/morningpeople and check it out. Cheers to one all. Have yourself a good day, and I'm going to enjoy what's left of this decaf coffee. You gotta live with what you got, you know. It's decaf. What else? You know. Yeah.